all, we welcome all here, all the participants, mentors, teachers, who came even after covering distance. So thanks for coming here. This matters us a lot. So thank you once again. And first of all, we wish to seek the blessings of Goddess Saraswati for all the participants. And good luck to all. So I invite respected Principal Ma'am, Judges, Vice Principal Sir to come and lighting the lamp. For this debate on AI. You worked hard. We wish you all the best and we hope that you will perform better today. And now I invite respected Vice Principal Sir for his welcome address. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. Respected Principal Ma'am, worthy judges, my dear fellows, and above all the students, those who prepared well, already said well, because everyone, I believe, worked hard to deliver their best to take participate. This is such a debate competition. The title is Battle of Minds, and I just want to extend my heartfelt gratitude for every school who came forward to take part in this competition. And I want to really thankful to Principal Ma'am, Director Sir. Without their support, this program is not possible. And our respected judges, we call the judges from the outside, from the well-known society, so that they could produce the best result without any. And I hope everyone will enjoy, everyone will deliver their best. Thank you very much.
We really appreciate the spirit of students who came here to participate in this debate. And now I invite respected Anju Ma'am for further details. Ma'am, please come.
Galaxy of intellectuals, worthy judges, respected Principal Ma'am, respected Director Sir, Vice Principal Sir, all enthusiastic participants and all teachers in charges and each and everyone. I, Miss Anju Sharma, welcome you all on behalf of Springdale College. We are assembled here to organize inter-school debate competition on the topic, is AI making students smarter or lazier? So I appreciate all participants who are here, who are coming from various prestigious institutions. So let me move ahead. First of all, we would like to welcome our Principal Ma'am, our judges, our Vice Principal Sir with cards. We extend our heartfelt welcome to our honorable judges, Mr. Lokesh Kumar Aryan ji, Vice Principal of Brahman Inter College Pilibhit, renowned educationist, rich academic experience, who is with us. Please give big round of applause for him. Next, we have Shri Lakshmikant Sharma ji, dynamic personality, who doesn't know, he is well-known Einstein of our city, and a scholar, personality admired for his profound contribution in the field of education. Thank you very much, sir, for gracing this occasion. Not merely speaking for or against, it is an art of presentation. It is an art of presenting ideas with reason, confidence and conviction. So in an age where AI is entirely everywhere, question arises, is this technological advancement sharpening our minds or silently encouraging dependency and laziness? To deliberate upon this thought-provoking issue, today's competition brings together brilliant orators from various prestigious schools. Before we begin, allow me briefly acquaint everyone with the rules of competition. Each school shall be represented by 2 participants, one speaking in favor and one against in the motion. Next, each speaker will get 5 minutes to present his or her views. Next, a warning bell will ring 1 minute before the conclusion. Participants are requested to adhere strictly to the allotted time. Judges' decision shall be final. No counter argument, no rebuttal, as we are time bound. So be careful. 5 minutes will be given. 1 minute before there will be warning bell. And next comes criteria of judgment. Content and knowledge, 10 marks will be given. Clarity and confidence, 10 marks. Logical arguments, 10 marks. Presentation and language, 10 marks. Total 40 marks. Is it clear, sir? Okay. Now we are going to start with alphabetical order. So I have already told you, I am just going to invite A comes first. So it's Akal Academy, Kajri. So I would like to invite Miss Christina Mall Philip from Akal Academy, Kajri, who is going to speak in favor of the motion. Sorry for interruption.
And participants in inter-school debate competition. Please note, reading is not allowed. If anybody tries to read, he will be disqualified from the competition. So reading is not allowed. And also please don't deviate from your topic. Our topic is artificial intelligence. तो हम इससे टॉपिक से डेविएट ना हो, तो इन 2 बातों का ध्यान रखें. एंड फॉर्चुनेटली आपको ये प्लेटफॉर्म मिला है डिस्ट्रिक्ट लेवल का. सो एफर्ट्स योर बेस्ट, एफर्ट्स योर बेस्ट. गुड लक.
So let us we start. Here is Christina Mon Philip of class 12 from Akal Academy Gajri. She is going to express her views in favor of the motion. Welcome.
Tools don't make people lazy, they make them more efficient. Yes, they make them more efficient. Honorable judges, chairpersons, respected teachers, and my dear opponents. Myself, Christina from Akal Academy Kajri, standing in front of you to speak for the motion that AI is not making students lazier. Do you really think that by the invention of Gemini, ChatGPT, maybe Meta AI are making students lazier? No. Actually, we are introduced to a smarter world. AI is not leading to laziness, it's leading to progress. First of all, AI helps students to move on from memorization to understanding. Real learning starts when rote learning ends. Nowadays, students are focusing more on logic, reasoning. They are going through concept. They are becoming more practical and skillful. Secondly, AI saves time. In a student's life, saving time is most important thing. They can revise more, practice more. They can do well. They can do well in study. Now, let's think emotionally for a moment. Imagine a student sitting alone at night, burdened, confused, stressed for his tomorrow's exam. He is stuck on a topic. What could he do? Now, he has AI, a supportive guide, available anytime. So, my question is the AI making student lazy? No. It is giving strength to him. Now, my respected opponents will say AI has stopped hard work for students. No. AI has not stopped hard work. It has reduced hard work and removed the unnecessary struggle. Like a teacher shows a right path to a student and the student has only to walk on the path, not a teacher. Like that only, AI gives the ideas and the student have to do this. Student have to do the effort and the work. Yes, misuse exists. The focused student will use AI to grow and the unfocused one will misuse it as the best resource also. At the end, I would like to wrap up this topic by a line. कि आलस इरादों से नहीं मशीनों से आता है कि आलस इरादों से नहीं मशीनों से आता है जिनके इरादे ही मजबूत हो वे मशीनों को भी ताकत बना ले जिनके इरादे ही कमजोर हो वे तो सिर्फ बहाना ही बनाते हैं थैंक यू
Well done. May I call upon the young debater, Miss Deepan Kaur, class 10 from Akal Academy to take the stage. She is going to express her views in against of the question.
When answers become pointless, thinking becomes optional. A very peaceful morning to honorable judges, respected teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I am Deepan Kaur from School Akal Academy Kajri of class 10th, here to speak against the motion that AI is making students smarter. You know, easier the life becomes, the less we push ourselves. And that is what AI is doing, killing our ability to think. Students nowadays do not think, they just copy answers. A mind that stops struggling, stop learning. Let us imagine a scenario. A student who has been given a writing skill task or assignment in school to emphasize his imagination. But who's gonna imagine? He went home, picked phone. Answer is copied, work is done, homework
there is no curiosity, no struggle, no efforts, and no hard work. And we all know, where consistency and creativity ends, laziness starts. Now you tell me, the scenario I explained to you, is this an example of intelligence or just laziness in modern form? Another key issue is that AI is making students dependent and bad communicators. The more we rely on shortcuts, the weaker our abilities become. Let us think, the student who does not trust his own mind but AI, is he lazy, passive, or active or energetic? Students don't trust their peers, their teachers, and even their parents, but they do AI without realizing that they are losing their confidence, patience, struggle, hard work, and the major thing, originality. Students nowadays don't communicate with people and get separated from the society, hence leading to the issues such as anxiety, depression, and even sometimes suicides. We all know that real issue is AI, not students. Because if a bad thing exists, then of course a person is going to be attracted towards it. You may all think that these are just opinions, not reality. But let me introduce you to the reality. Recently, a survey was conducted in UK by the University of Oxford and The Guardian Education Reviews. And what they found was that AI is killing students' ability to think. The students who rely on AI and instant answering programs are linked with reduced in focus, weaker problem-solving abilities, and even though unproductive liability nature. Success do not come instant, but comes with regular efforts, consistency, and hard work. But students who get used to the instant answers from the AI don't know what patience is. I also agree with the point that AI is not the problem, but overdependence on AI is the problem. To wrap it up all and conclude my views, I would like to say a powerful thought कि चाहे जितना भी बदल जाए ज़माने का चलन, कि चाहे जितना भी बदल जाए ज़माने का चलन, मैंने कभी ये नहीं देखा कि एक मशीन पर निर्भर इंसान ने काबिले दिमाग का स्थान ले लिया, कवि की कलम छीन ली है, कलाकार का हुनर ही ले लिया, कि कवि की कलम छीन ली है, कलाकार का हुनर ही ले लिया, सोचने समझने की इच्छा भी मशीनों को दे दी, कि सोचने समझने का अधिकार भी मशीनों को दे दिया. Thank you and have a nice day.
Very much for thoughtful insight. Every point has two sides. In the same series, to present the affirmative side of the topic, I invite Miss Divya Singh, class 11 from Denner Woodwood. Please welcome.
Good morning to honorable judges, respected principal ma'am, teachers and my dear friends. I, Divya Singh from class 11 science from Benagurgur is here in the favor of the topic, is AI making students lazy or sharper? Today people say that AI is making students we are getting apart. At the end, all the respected opponents who are sitting here and competing in this debate somewhere also have relied extensively on AI assistant for their thoughts and facts. Thank you. Have a nice day.
A strong argument indeed in the same series, now presenting the opposing side of the motion. AI is making students lazier. We have Mohammed Daim, class 11 from Nehar Gurukul.
Good morning to all present over here. My name is Mohammed Daim. I am a student of class 11 science and I am from Nehar Gurukul School, Pilibhit. My topic is AI making students sharper or lazier? But before that, let us learn about how an AI model actually works. Also before that, how many of you use AI in your daily life? How many? Give me a raise of hands. Okay, almost 50% of you use AI. Now, what AI does, it takes a lot of web pages, combines it into one, and gives you a. Okay, so this brings me to my first point. That do you think the web pages that AI is using are completely correct? Do you think completely correct? Are they completely correct? Come on, audience. Yes or no? Yes or no? No? Yeah? Okay. So, excluding Wikipedia, other than Wikipedia, there are a lot of web pages that others AI uses, which makes the AI chatbot they can give wrong answers, and there are cautions written on the AI website itself that AI can be wrong, and you have to double check your information. That brings me to my first point, that lazier students rely completely on artificial intelligence and does not double check their information. Now, I would like to introduce you to the reality. 55% of suburban students use AI in their daily life. That number increases with increasing in the tiers of the city. For example, urban cities, there are 66% of students under the age of 16, they use AI for their daily life. Daily activities, they can be either completing a paragraph, writing essays, writing applications, college applications, anything. Now, let's think about it. We are so much dependent on AI. We are over-dependent on AI for everything we are doing. Come on, think about it. 66% is large number. And for tier 3 city, 55%. And 55% is just because they don't have internet access. And because of that, others would also be using. If they have internet access, they would be using. So, now the choice is yours, whether to live in a quiet serenity or bloody strife. We are using AI. We are just tallying our answers, we are copying our answers from AI, and we are not understanding what it means. We are not students, lazy students who are bad at studying, got some whole college homework, school homework, they just copy it out from AI. They are like, oh, this one, do this work and this stuff. They just copy it out. They take the time, the rest of the time, they go outside and play. Now, let us think of a different point of view. AI does not require you to use it in any way. You can be lying on your bed, you can be sitting in any different kind of posture, you can be using artificial intelligence. That does not require you to use, you have to sit up. And due to this, people are getting physical health issues. People are getting diagnosed with dementia and other different physical health problems, and due to this, their lifespan is getting down. You all understand me? Do you all understand me? Thank you very much. And now I would like to say, AI, with the help of AI, you can have faster machines, but you will have a future in which students will have weaker minds. So, thank you very much.
Our next participants are from Denver Public School. I invite Adhika Pandey, class 10, who is going to speak in favor of the motion. Please welcome.
Is AI making a generation of brilliant minds or just a generation who is really, really good at scrolling? Starting with a common phrase said by my mother or yours too, that nowadays children do not use their intellect, they just Google it. Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and everyone present here. I am Adhika Pandey of Bangalore Public School, Pilibhit, standing before you to speak for the motion on the topic, is AI making students smarter or just lazier? I bet that more than 50% of the people sitting here have definitely used AI at least once in their life. And if it is making people dumb or lazy, why still we are using it? AI stands for artificial intelligence and has a number of benefits in a student's life. I know the fear that you might have also faced in your life, the fear of asking doubts from the teacher. But right now, AI is solving this problem. It acts as mine and yours 2 AM tutor. It is available 24/7 to solve my complex doubts. In short, it provides me personalized learning and a free tutor. That is called efficiency, not laziness. AI is now making history because now students must depend upon their intellectuality and basic understanding power, not on their parents' bank balance. Earlier, the rich came from the top tutors and poor suffered in silence and even scared to ask their doubts from the teacher. But right now, AI has made classroom fair this time. AI continues to remove the language barrier across India and the world. For example, if I want to go from PDP to Chennai tomorrow for my academic purpose, I do not have to fear tunnel anymore. This is revolutionary and helps to increase the feeling of collective belonging. AI turns my silly questions into a creative business. And judges, why we forget that creativity, every invention was marked with a creative and a silly question. For example, Isaac Newton, why everything falls towards earth? Why not up? He asked. And now we have the answer. And one thing is to be noted that curiosity leads to creativity and creativity leads to success. That's the final destination of all of us sitting here. When fire was discovered, it made cooking easier. Did it make us lazier? No. When wheels were invented, it made and gave us time to build the biggest human civilizations. When calculators were invented, did it make us worse at maths? Did we stop thinking here? No. We started thinking bigger, more in a wider scope, and right now humans have landed on the moon. So if we use AI wisely, definitely it will make us sharper and fast. At last, but not least, I want to say that do not blame the hammer. Do not blame the hammer if a carpenter builds a bad chair. Blame that carpenter. Laziness is somewhat when you try to avoid doing it. But using AI to learn faster and doing more tasks in less time, that is called being smart, not lazy. In the present era of technologicalization, the goal is not to be controlled by AI, but is to learn about it so that we all can control our own future. Thank you so much.
With Adhika Pandey, a very strong argument indeed. Battle of intellect is going on. In the same series, now presenting the opposing side of the motion, I would like to invite Bihan Mittal of class 8 from Denver Public School. Welcome, Bihan.
was the last time a student truly sat down, struggled with a problem, and felt the joy of solving it on their own? That joy, that effort is the very foundation of learning. But today, the moment a student faces a difficult question, what do they do? They open ChatGPT to copy the answer. They do. They open ChatGPT, copy the answer. No thinking, no efforts, no learning. AI has made it so easy to get answers that students have simply stopped asking questions themselves. The brain, like a muscle, grows only when it is challenged. But AI is removing every single challenge, and our minds are weakening as results. Let's take the example of homework. Homework was designed for a reason, to make students revise, recall, or practice what they learned in class. But today, the homework has become nothing more than a copy-paste exercise. Students type the assignment into an AI tool and receive a perfectly written answer in seconds. Teacher marks it, parents praise it, but what have the students actually learned? Nothing. AI has not made homework smarter. It has made students extremely proud but avoiding work. Studies show that when we rely on external tools too heavily, our natural abilities decline. We no longer remember phone numbers because the phone remembers them for us. In the same way, students no longer try to remember facts, formulas, or concepts because they know AI will always have the answer. This is called cognitive learning. A generation of students who cannot think without a machine is known as master generation. A is a deeply dependent word. Let's talk about education. Education is not just about getting correct answers. It is about developing creativity, imagination, and the ability to think originally. But when students ask AI to generate their essays, ideas, or even compose their poems, they are outsourcing their creativity. The result? A generation of students who cannot think without a machine. A generation of students who cannot introduce themselves without a machine doing it for them. We are not raising thinkers. We are raising editors of AI output. My opponents will tell you that AI is a tool, just like a calculator or a search engine. I see there is a difference. A calculator still requires you to understand the problem, and a search engine gives you resources that you must still read, understand, and form your own answer. AI is moving every single step of the thinking process. It is not a tool that assists learning. It is a replacement of learning. On paper judges, the greatest gift a student can receive is the ability to think, to struggle, to fail, to try again, and to finally succeed through their own efforts. That struggle builds character, that efforts builds intelligence, and that success builds confidence. Thank you everyone for the precious time that you all gave me.
Thank you very much, our young and enthusiastic debater Bihan Mittal. And now the debate is becoming more and more intellectually stimulating. In the same series, I would like to invite Sakshi Singh, class 9 from Delhi Public School. Sakshi Singh.
Good morning, respected jury members, teachers, and all my dear friends. I, Sakshi Singh of grade 9, and today I stand before you not to win a trophy, but to connect with your thought, with your heart, along with your smile. It is a truly honor for me to be here as a speaker from the land of wisdom, discipline, and love, where every student carries a unique story of success. And it is very much pleasant for our Delhi Public School, Pilibhit, to be here as a participant. Now, imagine a friend who never gets tired, never say, I don't know, and is always ready to answer every question you ask. Anytime, anywhere. Sounds amazing, right? That's exactly
procedure, and more systematic approach. This builds confidence, setting concept step by step. Now, many of the people are having questions that students blindly copy answers from AI. Then wait, let me clear this to you all. That the problem is not the AI. The problem is that how we are using it. A smarter student uses AI to understand ideas, get inspiration, and then create their own answer. Exactly. It is all up to us that we write onto a paper or paper will write over us. It is same that way that we have to make use of AI and not let the AI make use of us. What if I say that we are to be a student of future? Yes, exactly. We are living in a digital world where AI is becoming part of every field: medicine, engineering, business, and even art. And students who learn to use of AI wisely today will be more skilled and ready for tomorrow's career. Do you know that most of my relevant friends have dreamed of being Cinderella, but till yesterday that was just real in fairy tales. But now AI has made these dreams come true. But how this can be happen? Don't give me all this suspicious look. My dear friends, you already know it very well that I am talking about the Photoshop AI. Similarly, AI can be used to grow or to avoid efforts. The choice is always yours. So instead of blaming AI, we should teach the student how to use it wisely as a tool for learning, not as a tool for avoiding efforts. In conclusion, AI is not making us lazy. It's making us faster, more capable, and more independent learners. Now, let me enter my words and make you all reliant from the pressure of being lazy. Dear custodian, you are all smarter as you have given space to my thoughts and wisdom. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sakshi Singh, for your thoughtful insight. May I call upon the young debater, Miss Aradhya Saxena from Delhi Public School. Please welcome. Aradhya Saxena is going to express her views in against of the motion.
Respected judges, honorable teachers, and all my dear friends, a very warm and auspicious morning to one and all present here. I hope you all have heard that the one who dares to go against the light is the one who stands out. So today, let me, Aradhya Saxena, from the paradise of wisdom, love, and discipline, Delhi Public School, take that stand. Not just to speak, but to challenge an illusion that confuses convenience with intelligence and dependence for brilliance. What if I tell you that the smartest looking student in the class might be thinking, what if the answers that seem perfect are not even their own? Today, teachers don't even doubt the answers, they doubt the students. And why not? It's obvious. Today, we live in a reality where AI can write our essays, it can solve our problems, it can do our homework just in seconds. Students nowadays don't even think what they're trying to do. They just copy it from the AI. Let me share with you with a great example. I know you all must have seen the movie Aladdin. Remember, Aladdin had a magical carpet which would take him anywhere he wanted instantly. In the same way today, AI should be a tool in the hands of students, not a replacement of their minds. Because the moment we stop thinking, we stop growing. And the reason is comfort. Who doesn't want their work to be done by others? I hope we all do. And when others do our work, we feel very comfortable and we become lazy. And laziness is a characteristic that is instilled in us. And getting that conducive atmosphere, it comes into existence. So today, I leave you with this thought that AI is not making students smarter. It is making them lazier. Because if smartness or intelligence could be generated in seconds, then my friends, it's neither. It is simply dependence, beautifully disguised as smartness. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that insightful presentation. In the same series, I would like to invite Aradhya Saxena. Next comes Future International School. So, Rakesh Pal, class 12th, who is going to present his views in favor of the motion. Please welcome.
Good morning, respected principal ma'am, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. Sir, my name is Rakesh Pal. Yes, sir. Sir, I am in favor.
And Manatpreet Kaur speaking against of the motion. Who is standing here? Yes, earlier they wanted to speak in favor. Yes. Yes, two more. Global School, Arush Dhameja will speak in against of the motion. And Nibhan Singh, class 10, will speak in favor of the motion.
In my opinion, AI is making students smarter, as now they have vast options to give a view to their problem to solution. AI is making students technically smart, that is being the feature of smart student. I am also a student and I use AI when I need to express myself in a better way. AI helps every student to complete their work. AI provides the direction to the student, which is AI provides the direction to student, which is appreciate for us. AI helping us in different ways. AI provides ready-made content, but flexible. We can adjust it according to our requirements. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to invite Manatpreet Kaur from Future International School, class 12, who is going to express her views in against of the motion. Manatpreet.
Good morning everyone present over here, respected dignitaries, principal ma'am, teachers and all dear students. I am Manatpreet Kaur from class 12 and I am a student of Future International School. Today I am here to speak on the topic artificial intelligence. The question is artificial intelligence making children smarter or lazier? According to me, in my opinion, AI is making students lazier. Artificial intelligence was meant to assist children, to help them in their assignments and homework. But nowadays, it is reducing their ability of critical thinking. It is reducing their efforts and it is reducing their learnings. I will explain with a simple example. Today I am standing here in front of you in a debate competition. Whatever I will learn today, from my mistakes, my improvements and my learnings, it all comes from experience There are many disadvantages of using artificial intelligence too. Artificial intelligence reduces the skill development of a child. It also reduces the efforts of a child. Also, one more point I want to highlight is that struggle. Struggle is very important part in learning, and AI is removing this learning from an individual's life. Depending on artificial intelligence is really very dangerous. Once dependency starts, it only increases silently and it will destroy a person's critical thinking. What children do now? They just sit on a corner and tap on their screens and they get all the ready-made answers. They don't want to put up efforts into anything and they don't want to research on a particular topic. They don't want to learn and think more. So the dependence on artificial intelligence is really very dangerous. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much, Manatri Kaur, for your presentation. And in the same series, I would like to invite participants of Gyan International School. May I call upon Aida Alvi from Gyan International School. She will speak in favor of the motion.
The realist is not that AI will make us able, but that we might not learn how to use it wisely. A very warm and cheerful morning to respected judges, worthy opponents, and my dear friends. Let me begin with a simple yet powerful thought. If a tool helps you learn faster, understand deeper, and think beyond limits, does it make you lazy? Or does it make you even smarter? Today, I, Ira, a student of Gyan International School, stands firmly in favor of the notion that artificial intelligence is making students smarter and more lazy. We are living in a time where knowledge is no longer confined to textbooks or classrooms. In a traditional classroom, a teacher teaches the same concept to an entire class, regardless of individual differences. But each student is unique. Some grasp concepts quickly, while others need more time and different explanations. AI understands this. It adapts to each student's pace, identifies their strengths and weaknesses, and provides them with tailored guidance. It is just like having a personal tutor available 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. This does not promote laziness. It promotes effective learning. Secondly, AI enhances conceptual clarity. Instead of encouraging rote memorization, it focuses on deep understanding. Students can now break down complex topics into simpler parts, explore real-life applications, and learn step by step. They are not just memorizing answers anymore. They are understanding the logic behind it. And true intelligence lies not in memorizing answers, but in understanding and applying. Moreover, AI significantly boosts productivity and efficiency. It takes care of repetitive and time-consuming tasks, such as summarizing information, organizing notes, and gathering research. This frees up valuable time for students to focus on critical thinking, creativity, and innovation. Let us be clear, working smarter is not laziness. It is the progress, it is the evolution. Another important point is accessibility. AI has broken down barriers in education. Today, a student sitting in a small town can access the same quality of education as a student studying in the world's top institutions. This equal access to knowledge empowers students and broadens their horizons. This does not promote laziness. It is just making education more inclusive and more powerful. Now, my opponents may argue that AI is making students dependent and is reducing their work. But I would like to ask, does using the enhances it. It allows us to focus on solving various problems by taking care of the repetitive and time-consuming tasks. Along with this, I would like to conclude by saying that artificial intelligence is the most accessible tool right now which you can use for your progress. Laziness is not created by technology. Technology does not promote laziness. Laziness is a mere choice made by individuals. A student who really wants to learn will use AI as a tool for growth, not as a shortcut to avoid efforts. So, at last, artificial intelligence does not promote laziness. Instead, it inspires students to be more capable, more prepared, and more informed for the future. Thank you so much.
Our young auditors are giving beautiful presentation in the same series, now presenting the opposing side of the motion. I would like to invite my national school. Welcome.
Respected judges, worthy opponents, and everyone present here. Let me start with something simple. If intelligence is just about getting the right answers, then isn't ChatGPT the smartest one? And if that sounds absurd, then why are we calling ourselves smart just because artificial intelligence gives us the right answer? A very blooming afternoon to one and all present here. I am Vanchika Chauhan, a student of Yahan International School. I stand firmly against the notion that AI is only making people smarter. Because what we are witnessing today is not a rise in intelligence, but a quiet rise in intellectual laziness. Let me make it known here with simple words. Intelligence is not about having the right answers. It's about earning them. Earlier, when we didn't understand something, we thought about it, we struggled, we failed, but we tried again. And that was what built our thinking ability. Nowadays, we type a prompt and within seconds we get a perfect answer. No struggle, no process, and no growth. So, AI is just giving you answers, not building the ability to question. Now, my opponents may argue that AI gives us access to knowledge. Well, that's true. AI gives us access to knowledge. But access to knowledge is not same as understanding it, right? Because access alone makes people smarter, then everyone on the internet would be a genius today. But are they? They're not my friends. Let's go more deeper. We are no longer using AI as a tool. We have been independent on it to think for us. Right? Am I right? It is making us dependent. More and more dependent. When calculator came, people started to calculate with it. But when AI came, people started to be dependent on it. And that is exactly where the problems begin. If thinking is continuously being outsourced, my friends, I repeat, if thinking is continuously being outsourced, then what part of intelligence are we actually using? Right? So, let me conclude it with another thing. AI. Right. So, AI is making us dependent. Yes, it is making us dependent. AI is creating an illusion of intelligence. Nowadays, we can generate assets, speeches, ideas within seconds. And ask them, the people who have searched it on the internet, ask them to defend it, to explain it in their own words, or to even apply it in their own life. Will they be able to do it? No, they won't be able to do it. Why? Because they are being dependent, they are being lazier, and they are being more and more dependent, and that is exactly the problem. Now let's talk about creativity. Creativity. We often hear that AI enhances creativity, right? AI enhances creativity. Now let me ask a question from you all. If the thoughts and ideas are coming from artificial intelligence, are they really yours? Or are we we just becoming passive consumers of machine-made thinking? Now let's talk about students, the future of our nation. Assignments done by AI, homework done by AI, even answers for studies and exams are coming from AI. Is this really learning or intelligence, or is it just intellectual laziness? There is a simple idea: use it or lose it. Our brain works the same way, my friends. The less we use it, the weaker it becomes. So, we need to use it more and more often and be less dependent on it. So now at the end I would like to say that intelligence is not just about having right answers, my friends. It's about earning them. But today we are being more and more dependent on artificial intelligence, and today we stop that. Thank you very much.
Very strong argument in the same series to present the affirmative side of the topic. I would like to invite Nibhan Singh of class 10 from Initium Global School, who is going to deliver in favor of the motion. Sir, there was change. Nibhan Singh is delivering in favor and Arush in against.
So a fabulous and happy good morning to our dear judges, respected management, honorable guests, teachers and everyone else present here. I am Nibhan Singh, a student of class 10 from Initium Global School. So our today's topic is AI making students, us, lazier or smarter? Now, what is AI first? AI is basically a machine with a mind of its own. That's how I like to describe it. It's simple and short. But we all have heard this phrase that AI is the future. We may deny it, but we cannot stop it. In the 1800s, when steam engine came, they were just like how we see AI today, as something that will change the world. But people opposed it. They said that steam engines will take away human spirit to work hard. See us today, we all work hard. On the other hand, in 1970s, when calculators came, mathematicians, teachers said our children, the next generation, will lose the interest in maths. They will lose their skills in calculation. See us today. I mean, even if I am not good in maths, many of you are. But the main thing is that whenever change comes, whenever we are supposed to revolute, whenever we are supposed to evolve, we often get scared. And that always happens. But we still have to evolve, we still have to change for the future to come. And many of you that came here have raised a point which we all think about in today's day, that AI causes depression or maybe anxiety, other fears in general. So tell me one thing, let me ask you a question. Will a depressed, non-social, misled, misunderstood student take such a step in life like committing suicide? Or someone smart, someone social, someone happy with the first one, right? You must be thinking, who's this guy saying that someone smart would commit suicide? No, he won't. But then why do we raise our finger from AI, which is responsible for like 3 or 4 incidents till it has been made? On the other hand, in 2023, 1 year alone, 30,800 students commit suicide globally. Why are we raising our finger on the system of schooling? Why aren't we trying to change that too? But we are still raising our finger from AI, which is saying that I will lower that academic pressure so that you can actually learn, so that you can actually perform good in exams. And we are doing that thing wrong instead of putting our school system and other workload on children. That is being put on. Up next, I would also like to talk that AI doesn't make us, we make AI. Basically, our AI or neither an AI or student alone can perform as good as both combined. So, students, you want a good future obviously. You want to be a bright child and maybe in the future you want to be an engineer or something. Why won't you use the resources you have, the resource that is AI, the most advanced technology you have developed till now? Why won't you use that? Because someone has told you that you are being lazy. If something is cutting out your unnecessary work,
and helping you to actually understand the concept in just the way you require. We all know today that every student learns differently. Even I, some people say I have ADHD because so much I talk. But still, our schools haven't changed their systems. We are being supposed to learn the same way, while some children cannot learn that way. They are hyperactive, some people have different disorders, but AI enables us to learn just the way we want. If we want it more verbally, more visually, snap of finger ends there. So why aren't we using it? Because we are losing our traditional skills. Like what we lost our traditional skills to doing so much labor in Europe when we got the steam engine. But change demands some sacrifices, and we have to give it. So in the end, I would also like to tell you something funny. Did you notice that some of my grammatical phrases were incorrect? Do you know why? Don't blame me, it was my internet connection that went out and I didn't get to check them on AI. But if I had done that, today my speech would have been better. I would have learned some words. I would have learned what went wrong. So that is learning, that is getting smarter. That is not laziness. But if obviously it was my internet connection, but if someone was lazy enough to not even search it up, that was actually laziness. So AI is making us smarter. You can deny the fact, you can debate about it, but you cannot deny the unavoidable truth that will someday happen, and it will lead us to a brighter future. Thank you. That's all for today.
Thank you very much, Nivan Singh. Very strong arguments you have presented here. And in the same series, I would like to invite Arush Dhamia of class 9th from Initium Global School. Arush Dhamia.
A very good afternoon to distinguished judges, the management, and everyone present over here. My worthy opponents. Now, my name is Pilibhit from grade 9 Initium Global School. I am privileged to be here today to speak on a topic that will define our very future and our intellectual intelligence way after. So first I would like to start my speech with an example of a gym. Like suppose you go to a gym and you want to get stronger. You hire a trainer. Instead of showing you how to lift the weights, the trainer lifts them for you. He will do the squats, he will do the push-ups. And at the end of the hour, he'll give you a certificate saying that you worked out. You leave out of the gym with a piece of paper, with the same weak muscles and no power. Dear judges, the trainer is artificial intelligence today and the certificate is the modern degree. I want to argue that AI is not making us more active, it is making us more lazier. In fact, to make education more easier, we have used AI to make it more useless. Now, think, why does diamond form under intense pressure? Why does fire only start with friction? In education, it is called intellectual friction. If we remove the friction, we remove the pressure, the education is of no use. That is what AI is doing. It is making us more fragile. We are not being able to be efficient in our studies, in our work. Now AI is delivering our questions. Like we are not doing our essays, we are not writing them, we are not making them. We are ordering AI to make them. The education is growing up individuals that are not making answers, that are ordering one. So please be aware, don't get foolish by these AIs. AI is not what we need to use. We need to get more efficient, more powerful, and more educated through human mind. Thank you.
In the same series, I would like to invite Simran Kaur of class 12 from Eastern Academy.
Artificial will reach human levels by 2029. Following that, further to say 2045 we will have multiplied intelligence of a civilization a billion-fold. Indeed, AI could give rise to the machines that are vastly more intelligent than humans, and AI is an extension of that quality. Feel grateful for school officials, not asking a very good morning to official judges. I, Symbol Coalition Academy, speaking for the motion is AI for students, smarter or lazier. Yes, AI has transformed the whole humanity into a transformative technology that drives efficiency, creativity, productivity, and automation for the right execution. Here is how it benefits education system. As we all know, in India, high-quality personalized education is often expensive, and AI works as a private tutor for free or at a low cost. Students in remote area can get complex topics like mathematics, biochemistry, and more like this, and AI can give answers to them in the most simple language at any possible hour. We can also take the example of the government NCF, stands for National Curriculum Framework, works as aim to promote education without burden, aims to promote learning without burden and help students to understand everything in best way. Why do you think the government has implemented this? Just because they want to do everything in good way. We can also, even personally, if I have any confusion, I go to ChatGPT. Why? Because it explains everything in the right language, in simple and more understandable way. We can also take the example, you can take the example of yourself. If you want to understand anything and your teacher is not available, you will always go to ChatGPT or any AI that can help you understand the concept behind the topic. Now let's talk about banking system, banking sector, what AI helps in that. As we all know, in India, almost every bank, every single bank depends on the AI education system. In this, the AI helps students in the banking and many more sectors, and we can also say that even if we are sitting in our home, we can do anything related to the banking. AI is also helping medical students in the many ways. They are helping in medical students in pathology, psychology, and dermatology. And I want to end before I end my speech, I would like to say that AI is not making students weak. It is making them learn beyond their limits. Thank you all for listening attentively.
Thank you very much, Simran, for beautiful presentation. This debate is not merely a contest of words, but battle of intellects. Our young orators are here. They are coming from various schools and presenting their ideas. So this is battle of mind, battle of intellects. In the same series, I would like to invite Anushka Gautam of class 12th from Eastern Academy, who is going to deliver her views in against of the motion. Please welcome.
To constantly fact check and doubt the responses would render the entire concept meaningless, and yet to trust it blindly is to stop thinking entirely. Indeed, the real answer is not that computers will begin to think like man, but that men will begin to think like computers. Undoubtedly, technology is a useful servant, but a dangerous master. Feeling gratitude for school officialdom for this privilege, and after paying pleasing morning to honor judges, I, Anushka Gautam from Eastern Academy, speaking against the motion that is there for students smarter or lazier. And yes, I completely support the thing that AI is making students more lazier. Yes, AI has harmed the whole humanity and its crown. Let's take the example of education and students. So, if any academic problem raises, whether they are from the primary standard, from junior standard, secondary, senior secondary standard, error. They take help from AI tools to assess the solution. I take my own brother's example. He's studying in class 7, and when I go to check his studies, he's doing his answers from AI. I know that this will lead his less productivity, but he says it will save my time. So this thing raises a very big question that will the students still be more creative or critical thinking? Never. Indeed, never. They will become a subject to less productivity. Respected audience, let me tell you something very clearly that most of the students are even incapable to write an application in accord with their own minds. Lord Alfred Tennyson, the English poet, speaks to rust unvarnished, not to shiny news. He states so in reference to an iron object. Until and unless we use iron object, it shines in its natural way. In a similar way is our mind. Until and unless we use it in its natural way, it grows and shines. But the day we stop using it is the day it becomes less productive. It is covered by the rust of less productivity, less creativity, and less critical thinking. Also, let's take the example of banking and professional sectors, widely used nowadays. AI is harming both the sectors in many ways, as account takeovers, synthetic identity creations, credential sufferings, and many more. I take my own example, my own friend's example, Sneha Pandey, whose uncle spent 5,500 rupees to be transferred from one account to another unknown account just because of voice cloning. A recent example of Hyderabad, there was a person who was 72 years old, and to what scammers did, they cloned the voice of a relative and did fraud of 1.97 lakh rupees. Imagine, he was a homemaker and 1.97 rupees is a very huge amount for him. If I take the example of current situation, present situation over here, I'm not sure, but as per my thinking is going, we have the students sitting over here for the debate, have prepared the debate from AI only, which is actually making them less productive, less critical thinking, and less creative. So let's take the example of medical field. We all are moving towards a healthy lifestyle nowadays a lot. How AI hinders in medical field? Medical students sometimes who gets wrong knowledge because of AI. So due to some wrong diagnosis by AI medical students, patients become subject to hallucination and anxiety. Most common students nowadays of my age, what they prefer? They prefer human and AI over professional doctors. And at the end what happens? They become subject to depression and anxiety because of wrong medical suggestions, wrong medicine suggestions. So AI really hinders and makes them less productive for their upcoming career. Now concluding my debate, I would like to say that tools remain tools. It is the hand that wields them and the brain that guides them. Thank you so much.
Anushka Gautam, our smart and brilliant orators, they are presenting their views in a very wonderful manner. I appreciate this. And next, I would like to invite participants from JNB Bisalpur Pilibhit. Are they present? Okay, JNB Bisalpur. To present the affirmative side of the topic, I invite Ms. Darshika Gangar of class 10 from JNB Bisalpur. She will present in favor of the motion.
Good morning to all. Myself Darshika from Jawan Navodaya Vidyalaya, Bisalpur, Pilibhit. Today I went to talk about anything changing our world single day. Artificial intelligence. Firstly, it is fast, but cannot mistake like human do. It helps doctor to find disease quickly. It helps students learn to new things and save time. If used correctly, if future makes bright. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, I would like to invite Muskan, class 10 from JNB Bisalpur. She is going to her views in against of the motion.
Good morning all. Myself Muskan. Today I am here to represent my views Firstly, I'm starting my points. The points are AI doesn't make students smarter, it makes them lazier. Because AI is a tool and the students depend totally on the AI. They doesn't do work on its own. Now I am talking about study. Study is not the social. It is not only an academic, it is the social way. The students is always, AI doesn't make empathy. Teachers give us empathy, guidance and critical mentorship. Now I would like to conclude my speech that AI is the tool that doesn't work the students to wait up or they only gives the doom loop. Thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you very much, Musta. This debate is going to become very interesting and intellectual, and this is Battle of Minds in the same series. May I call upon the young debater from Loins Bal Vidya Mandir, Dev Singh, class 12th, who is going to express his views in favor of the motion.
AI is not a substitute for human efforts. It is a catalyst for human excellence. Honorable jury members, respected teachers, and all my worthy opponents. Today I, Dev Singh, proudly represent Lions Bal Vidya Mandir School, Pilibhit. And today, I not just rise in the favor of the motion, but also to oppose a misconception that AI is making us lazy. Calling AI a tool of laziness is like blaming calculators to destroy mathematics and books for weakening memory. Respected audience, earlier it took hours to gather information through notes and books, but today AI provides answers within seconds. And the opposition calls this laziness. No, I call it amplification. But let us now think deeper. Has efforts truly disappeared? No, it has changed. Let me ask, when a pilot uses autopilot, is he lazy? Or is he ensuring precision while focusing on critical decisions? On the contrary, our scientists use AI because he calculates complex phenomena. Would you call him lazy because he used AI? But would you call him visionary because he leveraged technology to push the boundaries of human efforts? Yes, AI helps us understand principles rather than getting lost in complex calculations. My respected audience, today the challenge is not gathering information. It is analyzing, evaluating, and implementing that education in the real life situations. Let me emphasize, my respected audience, the critical thinking is far more rigorous than rote memorization. And AI had not made us passive. It had made us intellectually accountable. And let me now drive you through the most powerful and undeniable fact. We all are not oblivious. Global crisis of COVID-19. AI played a major role in accelerating vaccine development. Processes that conventionally took years were completed within months. Would you call this laziness or efficiency in its purest form? AI did not supplant students, it augmented their capabilities. And my respected audience, this is not intellectual decline, this is intellectual amplification. Yes, AI can reduce laziness in some of the individuals, but so can comfort, so can distraction, and so can complacency. Because laziness is not a technological consequence, it is a psychological disposition. As the late Sapri remarked, I choose a lazy person to do a hard job because he will find an easy way to do it. And that easy way, honorable judges, is not evasion of word, but it is innovation. AI is not diminishing human capabilities, it is fundamentally transforming it. From repetition to critical analysis, from memorization to comprehension, from blind effort to strategic intelligence. AI is uplifting the benchmark of human cognition. And now, respected judges, let us glance upon a historical perspective. When printing presses was invented, they were accused of making human idle. When machines emerged during industrial revolution, people feared it would destroy memory. Yet, my respected audience, history proves it otherwise. Technology does not create laziness, it creates progress. And this progress, honorable judges, is not only confined to the intellectual growth alone. This progress in the field of healthcare. AI helps in the early detection of diseases and analysis of medical data, ensuring timely and accurate treatment of them. So, AI does not make us lazy, it makes us intellectually accountable and exposes who already are lazy. For example, my opposition just described that the student used AI to copy homework. Yes, this is laziness. But another student uses AI to understand concepts deeply. And that, my respected audience, is what we call academic brilliance. Blaming AI for ignorance is like blaming a parent for plagiarism. In conclusion, for those who are curious, intelligent, and thoughtful, AI becomes a superpower. But for those who avoid efforts, AI becomes an excuse. So, the problem lies within mindset, not within the tool. Thank you, and for giving me this session. Thank you.
Thank you, Dev Singh. Now presenting the opposing side of the motion, AI is making students lazier. I would like to invite Priyanshi Singh of class 10 from Lois Bal Vidya Mandir.
Work smarter, not harder. It's the anthem of the 21st century. But what happens when the smart work isn't actually yours? Is it still a victory or is it a surrender? Honorable judges, my worthy advocates of automation and the minds of tomorrow. I am Priyanshi Singh from class 10, proudly presenting 9th Bal Vidya Mandir School, Pilibhit. And I stand firmly against the motion because I believe that we are training our cognitive strength for algorithmic convenience. To the champions of convenience who argue for efficiency, I ask you, if you follow GPS for every turn, do you actually know where you are? Or have you just become an expert at following orders? That isn't navigation, it's automation. You aren't sharpening your mind, you are surrendering it. We shape our tools and thereafter our tools shape us. Look into the living room today and you will see the tragedy McLuhan predicted. The mother tells her child to study, but the child taps on the screen and within seconds a perfect essay appears. But the mother sees a completed assignment and I see a deleted imagination. Judges, that ink on the page isn't evidence of learning. It's a digital footprint of a mind going numb. Honorable judges, I call your attention to this. If a student cannot explain the words they just wrote, can we call them smart? Is that intelligence? No. That is dependence wearing the mask of smartness. In our classroom, the same ghost story repeats. The students submit a perfect assignment, sophisticated language, flawless structure, but the mind behind is empty. If a student is a stranger to their own work, can we really call them smart? Or are they just a parrot with a Wi-Fi connection? Albert Einstein said, imagination is more important than knowledge. But today, imagination is being replaced by automation. My dear audience, intelligence is not the ability to receive an answer. It's about the power to find one. Dr. Kalam believes that learning leads to thinking, thinking leads to creativity, and creativity leads to knowledge. But today, the chain is breaking because thinking itself is being skipped. Honorable judges, we must decide, are we preparing ignited minds of tomorrow or merely the high-speeded printers? My advocates of automation argue for efficiency. But I ask you, since when did dependency become a skill? Since when did searching become the same as solving? Oh my dear audience and esteemed judges, the real world is not a multiple choice exam. It doesn't just demand what, it demands for the why
dependent on digital brain today, we are effectively giving our keys to the future. And on that day, we won't just be slow, we will be helpless, and we will be intellectually paralyzed. Just think about it. What happens when the Wi-Fi goes down? What happens when the premium subscription ends? Or more importantly, what happens when we are faced with a human crisis that hasn't been programmed onto the database yet? Dear audience, I call upon everyone here that do not let the machine win. Do not let your curiosity trade for a cursor. Close the tabs, open your minds, and reclaim your intellect. If we let artificial intelligence do our thinking today, will we have the intellectual strength left to solve the human problem of tomorrow? No. To my worthy opponents, remember, a tool can never surpass the mind that has conceived it. And honorable judges, I hope that you will
Much. Priyanshi Singh, beautiful presentation, and last 3 schools remained in the same series. To present the affirmative side of the topic, I invite Ms. Kavangun Chawla, student of class 12 from Little Youngest School. She is going to express her views in favor of the motion.
If I fumble on the mic right now, who do you think should be blamed? Me or the mic? Sounds unreasonable, right? Greetings to everyone present here. I'm Kavangun Chawla, and today, as I stand before you, I want to break the ice on a topic that I think should have been left behind, since it's the era of technology. Is AI making us lazier or smarter? The motion put before us is clear, but I believe the understanding is not. So let us redefine the terms lazy and smart. Today, the real danger isn't physical laziness, it's cognitive laziness. It's when we stop thinking, stop questioning, and blindly accept whatever is given to us. And similarly, being smarter has evolved as well. It's not just about being academically smart, it's about being street smart. Before proceeding with the main topic, I would like us to look at a real world scenario. Imagine spending weeks drowning in financial data just to prove you worked hard. And now there comes a tool that organizes the same data in days. It highlights the pattern, but the final decision, it still comes from you. Now tell me what matters more, the hours you suffered just to prove your knowledge or the result you delivered with convenience. If we have a tool that boosts our productivity, who are we to really step 100 years back? Look at history. Calculators are faster than humans. Still, they did not replace accountants. Google did not end research. Typing did not end writing by hand. AI works on the same principle. It handles the mundane, it automates the repetitive. We want convenience, yet we're scared to bite the bullet and embrace the change. But history has always asked for faster, easier, and convenient ways of living. It is well said that technology is as powerful as the intention behind its use. Prajakta Kohli, for instance, openly acknowledged using AI, specifically ChatGPT, to help her draft the acknowledgement section of her book. She shared that she was unsure how to write a formal acknowledgement, having never read them in a book. So she used the guidance of AI on structure and edited it. Now her book is a Netflix adaptation. Imagine she failed to submit her work to her publisher on time. Would she be able to touch such laurels? No, right? AI did not steal the credits of her artistic work, but it supported a small section of it. Yet the arguments of the opponent often heavily rely on hypothetical and abstract scenarios instead of empirical forecasts. My worthy debaters often paint AI as a runaway train with its own motivation. AI systems have no intent, no way. Every tool carries risks. Cars bring accident, humans bring weapon. So why is AI judged as the ultimate, unmanageable threat? And now let us address one of the most common fear, AI stealing our jobs. Just a few years ago, the progress in many fields was slow, almost rudimentary. And now when technology is excellent,
It is like questioning our own capabilities as human. Beyond efficiency, AI acts as a tool for inclusivity. For the deaf, it transcribes, for the blind, it reads. And in education, AI is a game changer. It gives you real-time answers to all your questions, which may not make sense to all, but only to you. So, I want to ask you one more question. Have you ever tried asking AI this question if you have a fight with a family member, what should I do? I tried, and the result was stop talking to them, avoid them for a day. Esteemed judges, it is because they are not familiar with the outside world full of emotion and culture. It lacks it. It is advancing in tool, not in humanity. That space entirely belongs to us. Ultimately, the two sides of the debate are not the positive and negative of AI. The two sides are us. AI is neither bad nor good. It is exactly what we make out of it. So, is AI making us lazy? Only if we choose to let it. But if we harness its potential, AI cannot replace us. It will just strip away the robotic tasks we were never meant to do, making us free to be fully and actively human. So, the question isn't where AI is growing, but where we are growing alongside it. And it's my case here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very strong arguments presented in very wonderful manner. And next, I would like to invite Master Gauri Agarwal, student of class 12 from Little Angels School. Please welcome.
Your grandparents used to navigate through stars. Your father used a paper map and you to panic when Google Maps was offline. Ladies and gentlemen, artificial intelligence was invented as a tool, but somewhere along the way, the tool became the master and the master became the follower. And today I, Gauri Agarwal, from Little Angels School, stand before you to prove you that artificial intelligence is making us lazy. We humans don't have a stand of a tiger. We cannot fly like birds, but what makes us special is that we don't need wings to fly, because we can invent our own aeroplanes. From greatest philosophers like Aristotle to greatest scientists like Isaac Newton, everyone had one thing in common. It was their curiosity. It was their desire to think. But unfortunately, today, that cognitive intelligence is being replaced with artificial intelligence. Alexander the Great was 20 years old when he led his greatest military conquest. And while us, the Gen Zs, are labeled as the laziest generation. Why? Because we are dependent on technology. We are dependent on artificial intelligence. And I want to ask yourself a question. If AI were available today, would you still be able to make decisions as good as you are right now? Because if you are incapable without a tool, it's not efficiency, it's dependency. And dependency is a sophisticated form of laziness. Dear audience, today we stand on crossroads. And these crossroads don't ask us whether AI is impressive, because it is. But these crossroads ask us whether it's making us better or it's making us worse. And I can affirm you that artificial intelligence is making us worse. Due to GPS, we forgot how to navigate. Due to autocorrect, we forgot how to spell. And now due to artificial intelligence, we are forgetting how to think itself. According to a research conducted by MIT in 2025, 60% of aeroplane crashes occur because pilots are too much dependent on autopilot. In April 2026 itself, Oracle fired 30,000 employees from their company. Why? Because the company is slowly shifting towards artificial intelligence. There is a concept in psychology called social loafing, according to which a human becomes irresponsible when someone else begins to do all the work. And there is a term in programming called vibe coding, according to which humans nowadays don't even require to write a single line of code. Why? Because AI can do it for them. AI is not a tool, because a tool is meant to amplify our efforts, but AI is a replacement. Calculators did not kill math because they made calculations simpler, but artificial intelligence is far more dangerous because it is replacing thinking itself. Henry Ford once said, thinking is probably the hardest task there is, and that's why so less people engage in it. Boredom was was humanity's greatest inventor. Isaac Newton used to sit under a tree. Albert Einstein used to daydream in a tram. But today we are trying to fill that gap with the help of artificial intelligence. Today we are trying to eliminate the very discomfort that has led us to all this human evolution. Millions of people rely on artificial intelligence for their creativity, their content, their ideas, which has led to a beginning of similar ideas. When we try to combine AI with art, it completely ruins the natural human creativity. Growth is a process of hardship. It never comes from comfort. A human does not learn how to walk without falling down. The whole human civilization is based on the process of trying again and again, failing again and again, and still trying again. Because we are humans, we are the rulers of this planet. For the first time in the history of humanity, there is going to be something on this planet far more intelligent than us, far more capable than us. Respected judges, intelligence is not the ability to find answers, it's how deeply you understand them. History proves that when we abandon a skill, it gets extinct over time. And this time, the skill is thinking itself. And if we carry on to this path, then we might not become the smartest creatures, but we will definitely become the most dependent ones. Thank you.
Beautiful, wonderful presentation, Gauri Kavalwal. And next, in the same series, may I call upon Panav Jagota, Springdale College, student of class 12, who is going to express in favor of the motion. Welcome.
Good morning, worthy judges, respected teachers, and all my worthy debaters. Today, I, Panav Jagota, stand before you to strongly support the motion that AI is making us smarter and not lazier. It is often said that every coin has two sides. In democracy, we welcome the opposition. As they say in parliament, it is their dharma to oppose. But to truly understand the future, we must look at the past. Almost 30 years ago, when computers were first introduced into our schools and offices, a negative hypothesis gripped the whole world that computers would eat up jobs and lead to mass unemployment. Look around you today. Did computers led to employment? No. They were the reason of the development. From online banking to the space exploration, technology didn't replace our brains, it gave them wings. We moved from 386 and 486 processors to the Pentium. And with every upgrade, humanity moved forward. AI is simply the next logical step in this advancement. What is AI? In India, it's currently in its infant stage. And while critics see a shadow of a lazy future, I see a horizon of possibilities. AI provides us with a wider range of data analysis, new ideas, and saves up that one resource that never comes back: time. Do we want a society that moves at the pace of a bullock cart, or a society that moves at speed of thought? Today, India is leading the charge with initiatives like Bharat Gen, our own multimodal AI, and Kisan E-Mitra. It is helping farmers to make smart decisions. So, is the farmer lazy that is using AI to save his crops? No, he is empowered. In medicine, AI is performing miracles in diagnosis. In engineering, it is designing structures that we once only dreamed of. Criticism is good. But let us not mistake efficiency for laziness. Laziness means doing nothing. Efficiency is doing more work in less time. Now, my opponents may argue that AI will make our brain rust. To them I say, a tool only rusts when you don't have the ambition to use it. AI is a tool, not the master. It is up to us whether we choose to be an intelligent user, or as the saying goes, a couch potato. Maps didn't make us forget how to walk. They allowed us to explore further. AI
AI is the bridge that connects our current potential with our future possibilities. Respected audience, AI is not a replacement for the human spirit. It is the ultimate canvas for it. From the lands of our farmers to the hands of our healers, we are not just witnessing the change of technology, we are witnessing a new dawn of more modern, more efficient and more inclusive Bharat. Let us not fear the tool, but let us master the craft. Because in this new era, the only limit to our progress is our own imagination. Thank you.
In the opposite side of the ocean, I would like to invite Sultana.
Good morning to all the honored judges, respected guests, the teachers, and all my fellow debaters. I am Sultana from Springdale College, stand before you to deliver my thoughts against the motion. Is AI making us smarter or lazier? And let me tell you, I strongly believe that AI or any other kind of technical advancement is not only making us lazier and dumber, but also giving us genuine curiosity or insight and our ability to think critically. Let's answer the question. What is AI? Everybody knows it is a smart, powerful thinking tool that can think and
end, I would like to invite participants from Shri Chaitanya Techno School. So, first of all, I would like to invite Gurjot Singh, student of class 8, who is going to deliver in favor of the motion.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and everyone present over here. Myself, Gurjot Singh from Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Pilibhit, and today I am here to strongly support the notion that AI is making students smarter, not lazier. So let me start with a simple question. A student is stuck at a difficult concept at 10 p.m. with no teacher, no help. What would they do? Earlier they used to give up, but now they open AI and suddenly the learning continues. This is not laziness, this is empowerment. Secondly, let's talk about the personalized learning. Every student has different learning. Some may learn fast while some may learn slow. In a classroom, a teacher teaches many students at the same pace. AI changes that. AI adapts it. And also, many people say that it reduces your creativity skills. But the reality, it is whole opposite. Because it amplifies the creativity. And AI is just a tool. And a tool can't decide our mindset. The problem is not AI. The problem is our mindset to use it. If we use it in an efficient way, it will lead the world. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gurjot Singh. And in the end, I would like to invite Ekampreet Kaur, student of class 10, who is going to express her views in against of the motion.
A heartwarming afternoon to the honorable judges, worthy opponents, dear teachers, and everybody present in the audience. I am Ekampreet Kaur from Sri Chaitanya Techno School, Pilibhit. I read in 10th standard. Today I am standing before you in the against of the motion AI is making students smarter. In today's generation, about 90% of students are using AI. Not surprising, right? But only 33% students are using it efficiently. 44% students are completely depending on AI for their homeworks. 13% students are bilingual learners. AI is reducing critical thinking. Students are getting completely dependent on AI for their homeworks, which reduces hands-on practices. For example, your maths teacher gave you 2 questions each day. Now, you are just simply copying it from AI. Whose loss it is? Not AI, not your teachers. It's your loss. Because maths is all about practice. Students are copying their online exams from AI. This leads to academic dishonesty. AI creates illusion of competence. Students write a great and a perfect essay from AI and think they are smarter. But is AI making you smarter or more delusional? Students do not read books or journals or other sources. They simply copy it from AI. This reduces their skills of deep analysis and deep researches. AI is a dangerous weapon and a powerful tool. It just depends on your intent. But at the end of the day, AI is making the smarter more smarter and the lazier thinkers more lazy. It just depends on your intent. And with that, thank you all. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Ekampreet Kaur. Every participant who stood on this stage today is a winner. In confidence, in courage and conviction, each and everyone is winner. So, while our esteemed judges compile the final results, we once again congratulate each and every participant for their remarkable confidence, eloquence, analytical thinking displayed here. charges, please take refreshment. Joining room. Rajiv sir, please. All teachers in charges, please take refreshment in adjoining room. This is time for refreshment.
Now debate is over and everyone, I believe, waiting for the final result. Before announcing the final result, I would like to call upon the state respective judges if they want to address or they want to say anything to the participant. Please, if you want to say 2 words, that will be very useful for us. Thank you very much.
और अन्य स्कूल से आए हुए जितने भी बच्चे और टीचर हैं, वहाँ का टॉपिक है बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग और चैलेंजिंग टॉपिक। मुझे लगता है कि चाहे फेवरमेंट हो या अगेंस्ट हो, बहुत सारे बच्चों ने चैट जीपीटी से ये पूछा होगा मुझे क्या बोलना चाहिए, क्योंकि टॉपिक में बता रहा हूँ कि इसमें फेवर और डिसफेवर ये कोई मैटर नहीं करता, क्योंकि टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ हमें चलना ही पड़ेगा, इसमें कोई बुराई नहीं। आपने बच्चों ने बहुत अच्छा बोला, क्योंकि 13 के 36 बच्चे हैं, प्राइज 1 2 3 को मिलना है, इसके जिसको प्राइज नहीं मिल रहा है इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि उसने कुछ करा नहीं। पहली चीज तो ये है कि बच्चे जिनको प्राइज मिलेगा वेरी गुड, जिनको नहीं मिलेगा उन्होंने पार्टिसिपेट किया है, बहुत अच्छा बोला है, नया एक्सपीरियंस दिया है। मैं यही कहना चाहूँगा कि बहुत ही अच्छा उन्होंने फर्स्ट में और विफर्स्ट में दोनों में बहुत अच्छा अपने लोगों ने आर्गुमेंट किए हैं, अपनी अपनी जगह वैलिड है, बट ओवरऑल हम ये कहें कि एआई अगेंस्ट है या फेवर में है, तो बिना एआई के काम नहीं चल रहा है। इतना ही मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि आप रिजल्ट में हमने, क्योंकि मैंने बताया 3 बच्चों को फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड का प्राइज मिलना है, बाकी जो 13 बच्चे हैं वो भी किसी से कम नहीं। दौड़ने जब हम दौड़ते हैं तो भाई जीतता कोई एक है, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि बाकी लोग नहीं दौड़े हैं। मैं एक छोटी सी मैंने किताब में पढ़ा था, एक बार एक ओलंपिक की रेस हुई और फाइनल राउंड में जो लोग पहुंचे थे, सबको पता है ओलंपिक की जो 100 मीटर 200 मीटर 400 मीटर की रेस होती है उसमें बहुत सारी हीट्स होती हैं। फाइनल तक पहुंचते जो लोग होते हैं बहुत ही कम लोग रह जाते हैं, 8 लोग 6 लोग जो भी हैं। कितने लोग जीते होंगे उसमें बताइए, बताओ कितने लोग जीते होंगे? 3। लेकिन वहां पर सभी विजेता थे। आपको समझे कैसे? देखिए 1 2 3 जो था वो तो गोल्ड सिल्वर ब्रॉन्ज हो गया। एक व्यक्ति था उसकी ख्वाहिश, उसकी जिंदगी की ख्वाहिश थी कि मैं फाइनल रेस में दौड़ूं, वो दौड़ लिया। एक ही ख्वाहिश थी कि भाई मैं पिछले बार मेरा जो इतने सेकंड में था मैंने उससे इंप्रूव करना है, उसने उससे इंप्रूव किया। तो ये अलग बात है कि मेडल टीम को मिलेगा, लेकिन वहां पर जितने दौड़े थे सबने अपना अचीवमेंट किया। तो इम्पोर्टेंट इज नॉट विनिंग बट टेकिंग पार्ट। तो यहाँ पर बहुत ही अच्छा बच्चों ने बोला है और सभी बच्चों ने बोला है। तो ये इसलिए इस चीज से ये ना हो क्या मुझे कोई रिजल्ट नहीं, मुझे कोई मतलब मेरा परिणाम उतना अच्छा नहीं रहा कि मुझे प्राइज टीम को ही मिलेगा। लेकिन वास्तव में बहुत अच्छा बोला है बच्चों ने, बहुत ही अच्छे से आर्गुमेंट किया अपने पक्ष में या विपक्ष में। थैंक यू
sir for your wonderful words, and my humble request, clap for everyone because everyone is good. And when sir was preparing result, Mona Jethro preparing result, I was there, so it was just battle of really battle of minds. There was a battle of marks, 1 marks 2 marks, this 1 or 2 marks made all the difference. So I would like to call now Anju ma'am he has the final result and she will announce. Please.
Thank you very much, sir. The most awaited moment has finally come. Are you waiting? Yes. Waiting for the result? Yes. Okay. First of all, clap for yourself, everyone. Right. May I humbly request our respected principal ma'am, vice principal sir, and esteemed panel of judges kindly step forward for the presentation of prizes and certificates for our winners. I have already told you every participant who stood on this stage is winner. Winning or losing is second thing, that is another thing, but participation matters a lot. So I appreciate each and everyone. Now results are ready. It is achieved by Vanshika Singh of Gyan Inter College. Big round of applause for Vanshika Singh. Please come forward along with your school representative. Teacher in charges requested, please come forward. I would like to request our principal ma'am and judges, please give honor. Second position is backed by Master Dev Singh of LBVM. Please come forward. The competition was very neck to neck. Vanshika Singh scored 65 marks. Dev Singh scored 68 marks. Our first position is shared by our two students of different schools. So I am going to announce the name of students, first position holders who showed outstanding, powerful arguments. So first position is backed by Kavangun Chawla of Little Angels School. I would like to request representative, please forward. First position is shared by one more student. I am going to announce the name of student. It's Panav Jagota of Springdale College, scoring 70 marks. These two students, they were having 70 marks. The competition was very neck to neck. And in the end, I would like to announce the I would like to invite all for guest speaker is here, Sakshi Singh from Delhi Public School. Please come forward. I would like to request teacher in charges, please come forward.
Yes, sir.
I would like to request all participants, please come forward for group photograph. Each and everyone is winner. I would like to request all participants, losing or winning, that is different thing. Please come forward everyone. Yes.
Congratulations, glory.
Please stay your craft. Round of applause for their precious time in spite of their